Hello everybody. You know, I had to pipe in during this tumultuous Liberation Day tariff week from y'all people's president. And as you can see from the title that I have slashed across the video, I lost my account. And actually, I can't really blame anybody but myself. It was such a valuable lesson. And again, I think I said in the other video, I made note of how you'll be under these professional traders who will tell you what to do, what not to do, and why what not to do is what you should not do. But you're going to do it anyway. And that's exactly the lesson I learned in how I didn't zero out my account, but I can't trade because I ran out of all the margin they gave me. Couldn't even feel some kind of way about it. I was mad for about all of 30 seconds and then had to eat it and go, okay, lesson learned. Got into a trade. I think it had to be a buy because it was going down. So I bought some gold, made some good money. And by the way, oh wait, no, I haven't updated you all. Well, let me say, it was 3 days of torture. So it started off on Wednesday, the day the tariffs went into effect, and I lost a ton of money. And that one I lost a ton of money on because I just married the trade. I wouldn't get out of it. I kept hoping because, knowing gold's tendency, I kind of was thinking, okay, well, I'll just hang in there because it'll bounce back whatever direction. I can't even remember direction. It'll bounce back. It did not. Well, eventually it did, but it went really uncomfortably low for me. So I ended up having to go ahead and get out of that trade. Well, I spent that next day, Thursday, building my account back up, and had actually built it up to about half of what I lost, which was pretty good. And then Friday came, and Friday I was going to try again to make up because I don't trade on Fridays. That was the first rule I broke because one of my rules is don't trade on a Friday. They're so volatile. But I said, well, you know what? It is so much volatility that I'm destined to at least make a little bit. And I did. My first couple trades Friday morning before the market opened were successful. I still wasn't 100% where I wanted to be, but I was in the right direction. And then I probably should have shut it down then, again, because Friday is Friday. And again, because of the unpredictability of this market during this tariff week, I should have left it at that and just said, you know what, we'll finish up on Sunday or Monday of the next week. We'll see how it goes. But greed got the best of me. And I said, well, if it's going green, these last two, I think I did 2 or 3 trades. Green. Let's keep pushing the pedal to the metal. Let's keep going. And of course, that was when things went south for me, literally. I put the trade in. I think I went red immediately, but that's pretty normal, typical. No sweat, whatever. I was getting ready to walk into my job, and I said, well, let me just see how it goes when I get in. Let me go at least punch in, get comfortable, and I'll just watch the trade for a couple of minutes to see where it goes. Literally, by the time I went from my car to the door, money was gone. My account had been zeroed out. My margin had been expired. So wasn't anything I could do at that point, but accept it and know again that greed is a big thing, and it's going to play a part, and you're just going to have to. This is the discipline of being a trader, is learning how to say enough is enough. And then what's the other part? Oh. Don't trade on Friday. That's just my thing. That's a me thing. I'm new at this, and I don't need to be pushing the boundaries. So, and one of the things I wanted to share too that I thought was so helpful was today. Yesterday, I was watching because I building back up my account. I had to put some money back in, and I said, you know what? Maybe I need to just take a week off. And so I'm taking the week off, but I'm still watching. I'm still plugging in, still watching the charts. And I was listening to a new person in my toolbox of people who I listen to. And he said something And I was like, I was supposed to do it. And I'm so glad I didn't have a very large account, because, it didn't really hurt me. It hurt me because I had built it up from being tiny to a somewhat sizable account. But at the end of the day, it wasn't what a lot of people have lost. But this particular trader, he has a massive account. And this was the day, just for history purposes, this was the day that I was sitting there watching him. He trades live every day. He was in the Dow and the NASDAQ, and all of a sudden it spiked up. It started going up. And he immediately saw it. He had made his goal, and I think it had soared even past his goal for the day, because he definitely had a goal for the day. He had made it to his goal. He got out of his trade. He made his goal and some. Got out of his trade, remarked that this is the most money I've made in the market ever. And then he shut it down. He's like, okay, I'm done trading for the day. And he literally did. He signed off. That was it. And then so he actually wrote in a little part of his Telegram, he explained why. He said, here's what I've learned to do. I've learned that when I make goal, and like he did, this particular day, because of the rumor that Trump was going to stop the tariffs, and so the market shot up. But he didn't know. He was literally in the moment. He was like, what's going on? He trades over in the UK. He's like, something's going on in the US. Trump must have said something. Something's going on in the market. I don't even know what it is. I don't know why it's spiking up. I don't even care. But I'm getting out. But he came in, and in his journal post, or post in this Telegram, he said, I noticed after I closed out of my trade that it was continuing to rise. He's like, I had to fight the urge to jump back in. He's like, but what I've learned as a seasoned trader is once you make goal, once you got what you needed and some, get out, close your computer. I've heard other people say it so many times before, but this was the first time just hearing it in real life, watching a professional have to practice the same things that they're telling us to practice as novices. Just was what I needed in that moment. So I was really grateful that he had taken the time to share that information. He was like, I was tempted. He's like, but what for? He was like, I don't want to give back anything that I've gotten from the market. I'm not giving it back. And he meant it. He literally said I was gone. He's like, I saw it. And he says, but you notice it spiked right back down once the rumor was dispelled. So lessons learned. I will jump back in the market probably Sunday and start this journey all over again. But again, I'm having the time of my life. I'm learning so much, and you learn so much more about who you are as a person than you ever thought you would. So I'll keep you updated, and thanks for listening. Peace.